Discrete mathematics is not name of branch of mathematics like number theory, algebra, calculus, etc. Rather, it's a description of a set of branches of maths that all have the common features that they are discrete rather than continuous. Or we can say discrete math is the study of mathematical structures that are fundamentally discrete rather than continuous. In semester 1, discrete mathematics, we have to study graph theory. So let us have an introduction of graph theory. Graph theory is a mathematical representation of network, and it describes the relationship between lines and points. Or we can say it is the study of points and lines. It involves the ways in which the set of points called vertices can be connected by lines or arcs which are called edges. Now, because of its inherent simplicity, graph theory has a very wide range of application in engineering, in social, physical and biological sciences, and in numerous other areas. Now, it is said that the graph theory was born in 1736 with Euler paper in which he solved the Königsberg Bridge problem. This was the Königsberg Bridge problem. This is the best example in graph theory. It was a long-standing problem until it was solved by Leonhard Euler in 1736 by means of a graph. He became the originator of theory of graph. You can see the Königsberg Bridge problem here in the first diagram. In East Persian town of Königsberg included two islands, A and B we can say, and seven bridges beginning anywhere and ending anywhere. Can a person walk through the town crossing all seven bridges but not crossing any bridge twice? So this was the curiosity of the people of the town. So the people of Königsberg wrote letter to Euler. Euler proved it by the help of graph that such a walk is not possible. Now what he did, you can see the graph here of this Königsberg Bridge problem. Here two island A and B are there and seven bridges. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this was changed to this graph and it was proved that such a walk is not possible. He replaced the island and the two sides of the river by the points. You can say A, B are the two islands and two sides of the Pregel river C and D. So this walk is possible if and only if the multigraph, this is a multigraph which is traversable. Now what is traversable multigraph? If it can be drawn without any breaks, if I am starting from here without repeating any edge, I have to come back here. So if it can be drawn without any breaks in the curve and without repeating any edge, then it is called a traversable multigraph. So you can see the graph here. This multigraph has four odd vertices. You can see all the vertices A, B, C, D. The degree of each vertex is odd. Here it is 1, 2, 3. Here it is 3. Here it is 3 and here it is 5. So all are having odd vertices. Thus, one cannot walk through this Königsberg so that each bridge is crossed exactly once. He has proved that this walk is not possible. So he became the originator of the theory of graph. Now we will study what is graph. What is graph? A graph G, that is equal to VE, consists of a set of objects V, V1, V2, dot dot dot, called vertices, and set E, that is E1, E2, dot dot dot, whose elements are called edges. So V vertices, E edges. It consists the set of vertices and edges. So here you have a graph G, VE, consisting of 5 edges and 5 vertex or vertices. V1, V2, V3, V4, V5. These 5 are the vertices, and here the edges are E1, E2, E3, E4 and E5. So this is the definition of graph. Now graph, we can divide it into two types, that is directed graph and undirected graph. Directed graph is also named to be digraph. A graph where the edges point in direction, you can see the arrow here, is called a directed graph. It means direction is shown in this graph for each edge. Here one example is there. You can see a graph GVE where 5 vertices and 6 edges are there. V is the vertices, set of vertices. You can say V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, which is given. And edges. Edges are directed edges. Each edge you can see has a direction. We can't reverse it. Here E1 edge originates from V5 and it comes to V2. We can't say it is V2 to V5. So E2 is V2 to V3, E3 V3 V4, E4 V4 V5, E5 V5 V1 and E6 V1 to V2. If you take this edge E6, it starts from V1 and it ends to V2. So here V1 is the initial vertex and V2 is the terminal vertex. We can't change this. We can't write that V2 is initial vertex and V1 is the terminal vertex because it is directed. The direction is from V1 to V2. So we can say that a directed graph or a digraph is defined as an ordered pair VE where V is a set and E is a binary relation on V. So this is your directed graph, or the other name is digraph. The other one is undirected graph. Undirected graph. An undirected graph is defined, or undirected graph consists of set V of vertices and set E of edges such that each edge is associated with an unordered pair of vertices. Unordered pair means V4, V5 can be written as V5, V4 for edge E5, which is not applicable in directed graph. So here you can see the example. Here we have a graph G having 5 vertices and 6 edges. But here you can see there is no direction. V is V1, V2, V3, V4, V5. Edges E, E1, E2, E3, E4, E5 and E6. So E1 can be written as V5, V1 or V1, V5. Similarly, E2 can be written V1, V2 or V2, V1. So here you can see all the edges from E1 to E6. We can write it in reverse also. So undirected graph, it consists of a set V vertices and E of edges such that each edge is associated with an unordered pair of vertices. So now we can say the main difference between directed graph and undirected graph is that directed graph contains an ordered pair of vertices and each edge has a direction. Whereas an undirected graph contains an unordered pair of vertices. So, in this video, we have discussed what is a graph and its two types, directed and undirected graph. Thank you.